Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim and Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and shalom to Yakim, Akwathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Habakkuk 2 and 4. I'm going to read 5 also. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. And it's talking about the nation of Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? You have this unwise king, okay, ruling in Babylon right now. Okay? And this unwise king is going to bring destruction to his people. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, thus saith the scriptures. Okay? And an unwise king destroyeth his people. Okay? And you can see that this man's soul is upright in him. Okay? All right? He's lived in a land of justice, okay, while he commits wickedness all over the goddamn earth. All right? And the reason why these people, and the brother Yahweh the Maccabee sent me an image of the Russian flag. And on that Russian flag, there is an Edomite on a horse trampling an Israelite. Okay? That's on the Russian flag. Okay? So that little game, that little chess game that they're playing with the minds of the people, all right? Vladimir Putin trying to show everybody on the earth who the real Israelites are, is just a game, man. It's all game. Okay? They over in Alaska plotting the destruction of the Israelites right now. You see? So we see what's going on with the military starting to go into some of these cities. That's going to intensify. All right. They're going to take over a lot of these major cities, man, with their military. You see? This is what they're plotting. Putin basically telling Trump that you got to do something now. The momentum of this truth is growing. All right, and if you don't hurry up, we're gonna run out of time, and we're gonna have to take drastic measures. Okay. So a lot of these Edomites over here, these so-called white people, they don't even realize that they may be cannon fodder, man. Okay. All right. So, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, okay, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. And who are the just? Okay, the Israelites, the elect of Israel. Okay, the elect of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians that have been calling themselves derogatory names for a couple hundred years now, man. Okay, they've been called by proverbs and bywords, man. Okay, so the just, the elect, those that are coming into the new covenant, they're going to live by faith. All right, we don't need to see, okay, what Yahweh Shai has in store for us. All we have to do is have faith that it's going to be there. Okay, when He says it's going to be there, it's going to be there. All right, that's where our faith lies, man. All right, because we have an understanding of these words, the words in these holy scriptures. All right, what's that scripture? That the wicked shall not understand. Okay, but we will. We will understand these words, man. Okay, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine. So let me read that again. Here we go. Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. Okay, what is that wine? That's his philosophies. Okay, that's his his laws. Okay, all of his laws that he pushes out, okay? All of his ideas, that's his wine, man. The wine of Babylon, and our people have drank in the wine of Babylon. All right? And the Most High is getting ready, is taking that down by putting men out here on the highways and edges and telling our people that they need to stop drinking this damn Babylon juice, man, and come back to their law, statutes, and commandments. Come back to the ways of the Most High. Okay? All right? Have that faith in the Most High, man. Don't have faith in this system, because this system is getting ready to collapse, man. This entire system is getting ready to collapse. Okay? You can't have faith. If you want to, you might as well go get on the Titanic, man. If you want to stay here in America. You see? You can't have faith in in a sinking ship, man. Or a burning building. You don't run into a burning building and ship for safety. And the Holy Scriptures are for the Israelites, and they need to run into that building, man. They need to run into that strong tower, which is the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? Don't run into anything else. You see? That's what our people are going to do. They're going to run into this. They're going to run back into the burning building, man. Okay? They're going to go jump on to a sinking ship, thinking that they're going to be able to save their lives, man. But when this economy collapses, that's it, man, for this place. You can't run back into this. Okay? All right? He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Okay? You see the pride of Esau, Edom, man. You see the pride of these people. Okay? All right? The accuser of their brethren. They want to cause everybody grief, cause homelessness, cause joblessness, and then call it a crime to be homeless. Okay? And then say that they're going to go clean their city up.
Stand out for my cab driver. I'm going to jail, probably. Get slow down.
It's against the law to be homeless. You're right. That's your unwise king. Everybody voted for this man, and now they're putting laws into place.
Well, yeah, according to my cab driver, Trump just passed the
signed
it.
Yeah, see?
So, get our asses kicked.
You see? Yep. That's right. See, there's a young Edomite woman over here, homeless. She said she might go to jail because of this unwise king. We're going to cause you to lose your jobs. We're going to cause the prices of everything to skyrocket. You see? Nobody can afford anything. How you doing, hon? God bless. All praises, girl. See? That's right. I got a story to tell y'all real quick. So yesterday, around 12 noon, man, I was going to pick up a fish sandwich. The sister just, brought this to my attention. So, Salakia for getting off topic. But it's important that y'all hear this. Yesterday, about 12 noon, I went to pick up some fish sandwiches for me and my wife. It was a cousin, a relative of ours, that made these sandwiches. So I parked up the street from her house a little bit. I went down to the house. She had left. Her son told me that she had left to go drop off some sandwiches, some other platters that she had made. So I walked back up to my car and I sat in the car. I texted my wife, said, "Hey, you got to text, cuz, and tell her, I'm here. I'm trying to pick up the food." So I'm sitting in the car and, I'm back and forth texting. And Northern Kingdom brother came out of the door, right? When the Northern Kingdom brother came out of that door, when I looked up at the door had 441 on it. And he just, he was like, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "What's going on, brother?" I said, "You got a highly favored number on your door." Okay, that 441. I read it backwards. It's 144. Okay. And he said, yeah, I know. He said, are you Israel? And I said, yeah, I'm Israel. I said, you know you're Israel? He said, yeah, I know I'm Israel. You know? And then we talked for a while. I gave him my channel. I gave him Howard McAfee's channel. Told him, brothers that are on there, when you see certain brothers on there that when you go to the videos or the lives, you can go ahead and subscribe to some of them brothers. And he asked me about IUIC, and I told him, I said, they don't teach the name. They don't teach the new covenant. I said that there's a sifting going on right now in Israel. Okay? And I explained to him what the sifting was. I said that the new covenant was going to be taught at the last hour. Okay? That 11th hour. All right? Because what do you know about the nuclear clock? It's 12 midnight, right? So when that takes place, what are we going to be in? We're going to be in the judgment. So the 11th hour, the new covenant had to be taught. But the significance of me sitting in front of that man's door and him actually knowing that he was an Israelite from the northern kingdom, he even said he was from Ephraim. Okay, so our people, there's a lot of people out here watching this thing, man. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now, man, the new covenant is getting ready to explode. It's getting ready to explode because people are gonna be seeking answers, man. They're going to be seeking salvation. They're not going to be seeking a fear tactic, man. Okay? These people are not going to be looking, they're going to be looking to try to get the hell out of the situation that's coming to everyone. And the only way you're going to do that is if you're covered by the blood of Mashiach Yahushua by being in the new covenant. Okay? All right? It's not just knowing the name. Lord, Lord, I've cast out demons in your name. Okay? And he's going to say, I don't know you. You see? So these people say that they know the name, but they don't know the testimony of a Mashiach Yahushua. Let me continue. All right. He's a proud man, and we know that these people are full of fucking pride. Okay. They just want to bum rush and manhandle the children of Israel. Okay. And so they don't realize what they're getting ready to get themselves into, man. They just don't. All right. Neither keep it at home. You got military bases all over the earth, everybody's damn country, except for China, North Korea, and Russia, okay, and Iran. Yep, they've got military bases every goddamn where, okay. All right, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death, okay, because everywhere he goes, he causes fucking people's deaths, man, okay. He goes places under the guise of peacekeeping, okay, just to get into the country, and then what did he do? He causes mass death, all right. All right, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, the United Nations, the Psalms 83rd chapter crew. Okay, all right, Psalms 83, man. Hey, matter of fact, you know what? Let me grab that real quick so y'all can hear it. Psalms the 83rd chapter. All right, let me start at verse 2. Okay, Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. That's the United Nations. Okay, all of these nations that I'm getting ready to name, I got them right on here too. I got them right on the back of this board. I'm going to show you that shit too. Okay, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay, so all of these nations in the UN, okay, have come together and made crafty counsel against the children of Israel that they be a nation no more. Okay, we weren't supposed to find out that we were the children of Israel. We weren't supposed to find this out. Okay? So there's 18 nations on the planet. All right? The tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, okay, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Assur also joined with them. They hoped the children of Lot, Selah. Okay? So all of these nations right here, okay? The so-called white man, the nation of Edom, Adawan, okay? The East Indians are Elam, all right? Ayalam. The Assyrians are Ashur, okay? They joined with them, all right? All right, Syria, Aram, all of these people over there that saying fighting each other are still sitting at tables in the UN. Does that make any damn sense? That's why I said earlier it's all a game. Okay, it's a big chess game, man. And I'm there. You know, I could keep on reading, but we know who all the we all know who all of these people are. Okay, you see, all these people. All right, and Esau, Edom, all of these people. These come from Shem. Okay. So basically, they're like our brothers, and Esau, he's our twin. He's our evil twin brother. Okay, all right. He's our evil twin brother, and now that he has control over the earth, he's getting ready to lose that control because he is ruled in total wickedness now. Okay, but his pride won't allow him to give up his power, man. He's going to fight. He'll blow this whole goddamn planet up before he gives it up, man. Okay, that's going to be the end all be all. Let's destroy everybody. If we're getting ready to go down, we're going to kill everybody. You know, that's the sentiment and the pride and the wickedness of the nation of Edom, man. Okay, all right. But that what does the scriptures talk about that the kingdom will be translated from one people to another. Okay, so that's what's getting ready to take place. But with every translation of a kingdom from one people to another, there's always violence. All right, there's always going to be a war for that transition to take place. Okay, there's always going to be war when a transition takes place, man. You can't just go into somebody's country and just take it over. Just say, hey, we're here to take over. You know, these people are going to fight their ass off, man, to keep what they have. All right, so let me go back. All right. Yeah, let me read this. Revelations 12 and 10. I'm going to probably read down to verse 12. Okay. Revelations 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power, Yahweh, okay, and the power of his Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night, okay? You see, this is what's getting ready to take place to Esau Edom, man. That the accuser of his brother. This is a twofold scripture because we have people in Israel trying to cast us down and accuse us too. Okay? Calling us demons and bug outs. Okay? Alright? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. What is that? That's the new covenant. Okay? You're not going to get out. You're not going to get out of this or off this sinking ship unless you are in the new covenant. You're not going to get out of that burning building unless you're in the new covenant. Okay? That's the only way you're going to overcome this man, this wicked ass man. What's up, brother? All right. You're not going to overcome this man if you're still trying to stay here in his kingdom and his kingdom. You're still trying to uphold the so-called white man, and you can't do that. You know, if you're an Israelite, if you understand this truth and you're an Israelite, then you can't try to uphold this kingdom, man. Okay? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. All right? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, the new covenant, and by the word of their testimony. Okay? What is our testimony? We're testifying of a Mashiach Yahushua, man, of the new covenant. Okay? All right? And they love not their lives unto the death. That means we are making our bodies a living sacrifice. Okay? And we know that any time violence can overtake us, man. Okay? We can be put down out here. Okay? But what do the scriptures tell you? All right? If a man's ways please the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, then even his enemies shall be at peace with him. Okay? So our enemies are going to be at peace with us if we please the Most High. And how do we please him? By giving the testimony of his son. Okay? Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Thus saith the Holy Scriptures. All right? You see? Therefore rejoice ye heavens, which the ye heavens is going into who the Israelites are, the elect of Israel. Okay? All right, so rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has a short time. Okay? So that's why these people are in such a rush right now. This is the reason. This is the one big reason why. This is the one reason why Vladimir Putin and Trump are meeting today. Okay, the reason why they're meeting this weekend is because they're plotting the destruction of the children of Israel. But how are we going to overcome? How are we going to overcome this man? By the blood of the Lamb. Okay, by being in the new covenant. That's it. All right, there is no other way to get out of this destruction that's coming to this place, man. None. All right, you see? All right. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe or destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay? This is why they're meeting, man. They know that their time is up. They know that this thing is getting ready to go full blown, man. They have to act now. They can't wait any longer. All right? There will be federalized troops, okay, in these major cities, man. Okay, L.A., Oakland, Chicago, all right, Philadelphia, New York. They're gonna put these same troops in these fucking places, man. All right, and they're gonna run up on people. They're gonna do what the hell they want to do, man. Okay, all right. Period. Point blank. They're trying to provoke a race war, man. Okay, and what they don't understand is when that starts, man, it ain't no stopping. This shit is gonna go. It's gonna go from 0 to 100, man. Okay, and what they don't realize is the northern and the southern kingdom are going to be fighting together, man. You see how our people, man. Yeah, you see. The northern and the southern kingdom are coming, man. That's what Second Ezra, the 16th and 15th and 16th chapter. Okay, talks about all of the things that are going to take place, man. When this thing goes down, they're going to purposely collapse this economy. Okay, and they're going to allow the chaos to reign, man. They're not going to give a damn. Okay, all right, that's what's coming, man. Now, let me grab my other book here. Uh, right on there. All it's funny, me and the brother were talking on the phone the other day, and the scripture came up. Sirach 14, okay? Sirach 14 and 5. Let's see if there's anything else in here I can do. All right, Sirach 14 and 5. Damn, bro. All right? He that is evil to himself, to whom will it be good? Okay? And we talked about this, and this is a twofold. You know, this goes into Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? When he shows up to try to do something for you, he does it unwillingly, man. You know, he just tries to look like the good guy. All right, okay. So he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. What did I just get done saying? I want to look like the good guy. So I'm going to do things, okay, to put a light on myself. All right? Don't they do that? They go around the what? Don't they go around the earth and under the guise of peacekeeping, but they're really going in there to steal the people's resources. Okay? They'll go into another country to steal resources, but under the guise of peacekeeping. Okay? All right? Kill people, disappear people, put a puppet leader up. All right? You see? All right? That's what I just got done saying, right? And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. You see? All right? The envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Okay? What is that wicked eye talking about? His policies. All right? That he puts in place. And when he puts these policies in place, what does he do, man? Okay? What is he doing right now? He's putting the military and talking about he wants to clean up D.C. Okay? Well, if you would create some goddamn jobs, okay? Stop allowing these employers to hire whoever the fuck they want to hire, okay? Ain't that what you're doing right now? Okay? You're allowing these employers to go back to that old standard, man. You know? They don't have to hire no so-called black people or Latino people. You see? So you put all of these policies in place, like I was saying earlier about the homelessness. You know? You make things housing extremely expensive. Some people can't even. Some people that can make six figures can't buy a fucking house. You see, but then you turn around and create and cause a mass homelessness. Okay, through these policies, allowing these foreigners to buy up these houses, allowing banks to buy houses, and then turning around and marking up the damn prices. An explosion in housing prices, man. Okay, our rental. Are we gonna rent it out for $3,000 a month? You know, in an area where people don't even make it. They don't make that. Some people don't make that in a month. Okay, you know, 2-bedroom house and shit for rent, and you charging people $3,000. You know, no garage, no driveway, no nothing. You know, one fucking bathroom. You see, that's why a lot of people are homeless, man. They're allowing these people to raise these rents so goddamn high that people can't afford to live in these houses, man. All right, okay. All right, I'm gonna stop that right there. Lock it. Psalms verse 50 and 20. Yep. I'm gonna start at 19. All right. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Though thou thoughtest that I was. Let me read that again, Salakia. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. See, the nation of Edom thinks that the Most High is with him, man, because he thinks because he's doing all of the things that he's doing, okay, he's allowing so-called black men to get murdered and disappeared, okay, all right, brother, okay, you know, he's allowing the so-called white man to just do whatever the hell he wants to do, man, okay, being wicked as hell all over the earth, you see, death and destruction everywhere he goes, and he's getting away with it. And he thinks because he's getting away with it that the Most High is with him, man. That's why he's getting ready to make the move that he's getting ready to make. But he doesn't understand that that is a trap. Okay, it's a trap being set by the Most High. He wants him to do this. He wants him to show his horns, man. All right. You remember in the movie Hellboy? You know, when he actually saw himself get his horns. You know, and when he got his horns, the whole earth was burning, man. The whole earth was destroyed, man. And that's what the fuck is getting ready. That's what his world is getting ready to be destroyed, man. Okay? It's going to be the end of his world. It's not going to be the end of the children of Israel. What is that? Second Ezra 6 and 9. Okay? All right. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is that which follows. Okay, so when Hellboy actually shows his horns, all right, when the nation of Edom actually shows their horns, okay, they're going to destroy their own world, man. That unwise king, Donald Trump, he's an unwise king, man, and he's going to destroy his people. That's what's coming, man. Okay? That's what's taking place. Donald Trump is getting ready, that unwise king is getting ready to destroy his own people. That's scripture. That's thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Thus saith the scriptures, man. Okay? You see? All right? All right? Let me read that again. Verse 21. All right? These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's what's taking place. You see the order, okay? The 11th hour came when the 11th hour was supposed to come, all right? And that's why they're moving in haste, because they thought that this curriculum that has been being taught so long was going to continue to be taught. All right, when they started seeing the new covenant taught, there was a lot of changes, man. Okay, and that's what I read earlier in the book of Revelation. All right, the devil is coming down with great wrath. That's what those are the changes, man. There's going to be a lot of things taking place. Okay, military on the streets, man. Okay, busting heads. The police are going to be able to do whatever the hell they want to do, and there's nobody's going to be able to stop them until the Most High takes that spirit off of Jake. Okay, that lackadaisical, I ain't listening and paying attention spirit, man. Okay, that I don't give a damn spirit. Pretty soon, that spirit, when it gets lifted off of them, that veil gets pulled up off of their damn faces. They're going to see the whole picture, man, and they're going to snap. Okay. Well, the scriptures tell you Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. And that's what's going to happen. All right? That is exactly what's going to happen, man. They're going to tear this damn place to pieces, man. And the nation of Edom doesn't understand that. You see? The Lord said that when he comes, there's going to be a fire already kindled. Okay? All right? And that's that fire, man. All hell is going to be breaking loose out here. All right? Habakkuk 1 and 1. All right. The burden which Habakkuk, the prophet of old, the prophet did see, O Yahweh, how long shall I cry? Okay. How long are we going to be out here on the highways and hedges, man? Every weekend. All right. What's up, man? What's up, all right? Every weekend out here crying and sighing about the abominations, man, the wickedness that's being done out here on this earth. Okay? How long? This is what we always come out here and ask the Lord, man. How long are we gonna be out here? This is why we come out here and do this. Okay? Because we wanna keep putting it in the Lord's ears that He made a promise to the elect. Okay? You see? He made a promise to the elect, and we have to keep reminding Him of that. All right? O Yahweh, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. You see, what did I just get done saying? We're crying and sighing all day long to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, you said you were going to save us. When are you going to do this? When are you going to take us? When are you going to take us out of this filthy ass wicked place, man? Okay. See, that's what we have to do. We have to remind the Most High every day that we need salvation. Okay. All right. Salvation is being taken out of the hand of your enemies, man. Okay. A lot of people don't understand that. You see, our people don't understand that salvation is being taken out of their enemies' hands. You see? What's up, brother? You understand? They think that salvation is going up there, dying and going to heaven and being with everybody that treated you like shit the whole time you were alive. They think that that is salvation. It's not, man. Salvation is being taken out of the hand of your enemy and given rulership, man. Okay? So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's in his salvation, isn't he? He gets to do whatever the hell he wants to do on this earth. Okay? All right? You got those that are complicit through their silence. Okay? And what their government does. So you are complicit in your silence. You see? So you're going to have to pay for your silence, man. You're going to be judged along with the rest of your nation. You see? You got to understand that, man. Wasn't all of Israel, the kings, the royalty, the priests, those that weren't doing anything wrong, weren't they taken into captivity with the rest of the nation? Yes, they were. Okay? So all of Israel went into captivity, and all of the nation of Edom is going to go into captivity. Okay? Period, point blank. You see? All right? So, O Yahweh, sure. How long shall I cry? And thou wilt not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not say, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? Grievance, for spoil and violence are before me. And there are that rise up strife and contention. Okay? So we're watching we see all the violence, the wars, the dead babies on videos, man, over in Palestine and all over the other places that these people send their bombs. Okay? They send some bombs and then they put their hands behind their back like they didn't throw the fucking rock too. Okay? That's the nation of Edom, man. That's their MO. You see? They'll supply all the munitions, bombs, jets, tanks, okay? And they'll be in the bathroom washing their goddamn hands like they're innocent, but they're not. All right? Yeah, hell no, they're not innocent. Shit. Okay? Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth for the wicked. Okay? What did the scripture say earlier about these people think that the Most High is with them, man? Okay? Because they're being allowed to get away with such wickedness. Right? When you think that the Most High was with you, when you think God was with you, if you were able to get away with all of the unrighteousness, the unrighteous decrees, and the wickedness, that they're doing, you would think God was with you, right? You know? See, there's a lot of people out here that think God is with them because they're getting away with the shit that they do. The drug dealers, okay? All of the people out here doing wickedness think that they're getting away with it. Oh, God, the Most High must be with me. All these rappers out here selling their soul to the devil for a couple $1,000,000 for breadcrumbs, man. Okay? They sell their soul to the devil for breadcrumbs. And they think because they can get away with certain things that the Most High is with them, man. He's not with you. Okay? He's not with the nation of Edom. He's not with this government. Okay? And he's getting ready to prove that to you. All right? For the law is slack and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. You know what I'm saying? Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth for the wicked. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay? So the wicked compass the righteous, man. We're surrounded on all sides by wicked ass people, man. Damn it. You see? All right? That's why we sigh and cry all day, because we're tired of seeing all this shit, that bullshit that's going on. Okay? All of the lies, all of the deceit that is taking place on this earth, man. Okay? It's sickening. I think I'm going to stop there. I believe I will stop there. All right? You know, we know the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. That's why he's able to get away with that. Job 9:24. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? All right, that's why he believes this is his manifest destination. Okay, God did this for a reason. Okay, so we can create civilization, but there's nothing civilized about what the fucking white man is doing right now. Okay, there's nothing civilized about the things that he's doing, man. It's not. Okay, you're bombing the hell out of these people over here in these other places. Okay, now they're threatening. Jordan feels threatened because they know that they're next. Okay, they got to get that. They got to get a hold of all of that land. Esau, Edom, the Edomites got to get. They got to get a hold on all that land over there so that they can have control of all the resources, man. In order for them to keep on rolling, they have to control. They have to control all of the resources. Okay, and that's their goal, man. Okay, to have everybody put that C hip in their hand. Okay, digital currency, and have control over the minds of the people, man. That's what they're getting ready to do. All right. Habakkuk 1:12. I think I might read that. I might read that the whole way down to 17. Yep. Habakkuk 1:12. I'll read that down. Art thou not from everlasting, O Yahweh, my power, mine holy one? We shall not die, O Yahweh. Thou hast ordained them for judgment. And though mighty, our mighty God, our power, thou hast established them for correction. Thou art pure, thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look on iniquity. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously? who was dealing. What did I just get done saying about their treachery, man? About the wicked ass thing that they're doing all over the earth. Okay, you know the Lord is getting tired of these people, man. That's why He has men out here on the highways and hedges. This the reason why there's men out here on the highways and hedges in the chief place of concourse teaching the Holy Scriptures, telling you now about salvation. Okay, all right, is because He's trying to show His people mercy, because He cannot look upon the wickedness of these people anymore, man. Esau, Edom has been exposed. All right. And the reason why he was exposed was because the Most High wanted him to react, okay, to the world finding out about him being the seed line of Cain, man, the seed line of Esau, okay. So now that they have been found out, what do they have to do? They only have one recourse, man, and that's to exterminate the children of Israel, okay. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. That's their main goal, all right. Their main goal is to exterminate the children of Israel. Damn, she was checking Shorty out. Like, Salakia. Okay? All right? So that's the motive right now, okay, of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the governments of the earth, to exterminate. I read that in Psalms the 83rd chapter about that crafty counsel. They have came up with crafty counsel against the children of Israel, okay? Under the guise of let's clean up the cities. Let's get rid of all the crime. That's a bunch of bullshit, man. Okay? Through his policies, he shall destroy many, man. Okay? How you doing, huh? All right. You see? That's his motive, man. Right now. So let's clean up the cities. This is the deceit, man. This is the deceit to move military into major cities. Okay? Again, I said it, under the guise of peacekeeping. We want to put all these military troops and allow the police to do whatever they want to do to get rid of crime. Okay? All right? He wants to get rid of crime, and that's it. That's their idea of peacekeeping. Okay? So they're going to put military in all of these damn cities, and then what do you think they're going to do? Okay? He's trying to create martial law in America. Period. He wants to shut this whole thing down. Okay? That's what's taking place, man. All right? All right, verse 14. And make his men as fish, the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things that have no ruler over them. They take up all of them with the angle. They catch them in their nets and gather them in their drag. Therefore they rejoice and are glad. See, this is a trap. Esau's setting up a big ass trap that he's going to fall into himself, man. All right? The crafty counsel. Okay? All right? He who diggeth a pit shall fall into it himself. So the nation of Edom is getting ready to fall into the trap. Okay? That they're digging. They're digging a trap for the children of Israel. Okay? For so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. They're digging a pit. They're putting up nets, snares. Okay? And they're going to fall into it themselves. All right? Period. All right? Therefore, they sacrifice unto their nets and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat and their meat is plenteous. Okay? They don't have nothing to wear. They walk by with the smirks on their face, smiling. Everything's fine. I'm going to go get some goddamn coffee. I'm going to go buy this $15 coffee and shit and sit down, outside and enjoy the weather. This is their meat, man. Okay? What's up, brother? You see? You understand? This is the meat, man. They don't have nothing to fucking worry about, man. You know? You see? Dragging their campers around, fishing boats and shit. You know? You see, this is because of their pride, man. All right, their pride is allowing them to do whatever the hell they want to do, man. Okay, I'm gonna send troops into your cities. I'm gonna let the police bust you upside your goddamn head now. Okay, if you want to riot, he was talking about shooting riot protesters in the fucking legs. You know, this is the pride of Esau Edom, and he got people that love it. Okay, he got his own people that love it, and that's why I said an unwise king is going to destroy his own people. Okay, the unwise king is going to destroy his own people. That's what's coming, man, to America. This shit is going to get jet. This shit is going to get bad. Simple ass nigga. You see? Verse 17. Shall they therefore empty their nets and not spare continually to slay the nations? See? Nice dog. Please. Guy got a really nice German Shepherd puppy, man. Doing his hot. You see? He destroys the nations. He gathereth to himself all people, man. And he is as death. Yeah, all right. So that's what he does, man. He goes around the world using his policies. Okay. All right. And it said the scriptures tell you his policies shall destroy many. Or by his policies he shall destroy many. Okay. Putting tariffs on people. Okay. All right. This is what he does to all the nations, man. You know, even his own allies, he's putting tariffs on his own allies. Okay? What was it, Canada? Tariffs on Canada, man. You know? It's like, are you serious? This guy's got to be a fucking imbecile, man. You know? To put tariffs on his own goddamn allies. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, let me read that again, matter of fact. All right? Shall they therefore empty their net and not spare continually to slay the nations? What I just said. Did that they do it to their own allies, man. You see? Their own damn allies, man. Sickening. It's sickening. Yeah? It's like it, y'all. Let's see where I'm going next here. Awesome. Oh, shit. Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. That was kind of tough, bro. I'm sorry. All right. I think I'm going to read from 3 down to, I'll read 3 and 4. All right. Second Thessalonians 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. What did I tell you about that we had to reveal Esau Edom, the son of perdition? Okay? We had to reveal these people, okay? All right, just like we had to reveal those that don't want to teach the new covenant, those that don't want to come under the leadership of a Mashiach Yahushua. All right, what's up, man? How you doing? You see, those men had to be revealed. Okay, they are of their father, the devil, man. Okay, they're doing the same thing. They're holding up the kingdom, man. All right, but Esau, Edom had to be revealed in order for this end to come. Okay. who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, our power, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All the images. They changed all the images. The angels are white, God is white, okay? All right, but the devil's red, right? And a red onesie under the ground, okay? Everybody on the planet was white. The Egyptians, okay? The Africans, all right? But they don't want to be the devil. Okay. All right? And it's funny. The devil, they always paint the devil as being red. When you go into the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter, when it first came out, red all over, like a hairy garment. You got to think about Esau Edom, right? Red all over, right? All right, the devil's red. Now you put it right in your face. Okay, you put it right in your face, man. All right, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Okay, he is antichrist all day. Okay, Satan. What is that? Satan, adverse or adversary. Okay, he's adverse to the Holy Scriptures. All right, he used them to his advantage when he could. Okay, but now that he's found out what the Scriptures are really saying, he can't use these to his advantage anymore. He can't use that deceit anymore. Okay, no more deceit, man, in the Holy Scriptures for Esau Edom. All right, he's just got to play his damn part, man, and that's the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. Nice badass kid. Psalms 139 and 19. Probably read down a bit too. All right. Psalms 139 and 19. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Yahweh, our power. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. Okay? All right? For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Okay? Who are we sold to? Our enemies. All right? Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. And heart goes into the word lab, which means your mind. Okay? Little hand mic. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Okay? So the elect were led into the new covenant. Okay? We're not gonna follow the commandments of men. Okay, the commandments of men inside of Israel, the commandments of men according to Esau. Yeah, we got to follow his laws. But when this thing collapses, when the economy collapses, and they start taking that, you have to go and take that digital currency into your body. Okay, we're not going to do that shit, man. Okay. And those that didn't want to come into the new covenant, those Israelites that didn't want to come into the new covenant, the only way that they're going to get out of this place is by losing their head. Okay? That's going to be a rite of passage. That's the only way you're going to get into that new body, man. All right? Is to lose your damn head. Because you didn't want to follow the Lord either. Okay? When the 11th hour started teaching the new covenant, you rejected it. All right? You see? Go to the next. Hello. You on the sign, huh? You Issachar? Missy? No, ain't nothing with it. Trying to show Issachar she an Israelite. And I know she Issachar. You can see it. All right. Oh shit. Lost my focus there for a second, bro. Little joint was fine as hell. Trying to get a little hot. Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Okay? Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Who is Mount Seir? Okay? Mount Seir is Esau, Edom, man. The Edomites. Okay? The nation of Edom. Idumea. Okay? What does this say? Adawam? Okay? There it is. Adawam. All right? We're going to set our face against it. That's what we're doing right now out here on the highways and edges. Okay? We're telling Esau, Edom, okay, who he is according to the Holy Scriptures. We're telling our people who their enemy is. You were sold to your enemies, man. Okay? And the nation of Edom is your enemy. They're not your friend. You see? They're not your friend and never have been and never will be. That big ass curve crow. Yep. You see? And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, our power, Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. So the Most High said, I'm gonna stretch my hand out upon you. Okay? The right hand. Spiritually, I'm gonna send men out here to expose you, okay, and show mercy to my people, those that will listen. Okay? And after I do this, after I have those that are going to get sealed, once they're sealed, once that elect number of people, that 1/3 number of people gets sealed, he's going to make America desolate. He's going to make Mount Seir, okay, aka America, okay, Edom, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, Assyria, okay. All these things can be attributed to this place, man. Okay. So once that exposure, okay, is done, the Most High is going to destroy this place, man. Okay, he's going to make it most desolate. That's what he just said. I'm going to read that again. All right, verse 3. And say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh, thus saith the Lord, our power. Behold, O Mount Seir, or Edom, okay, or America, okay, like I said, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Okay? So these people are going to understand one thing, man. Everything that these brothers that have been out here on the highways and hedges teaching, okay? 30, 40, okay? All these brothers that have been teaching, period, okay, have been bringing out, hey, brother, how you doing? All right. Have been bringing out the facts, man, okay, about what is going to happen to Esau Edom, what is going to happen to this wicked-ass place we call America, okay? It's going to be destroyed, man. You see? All right? Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Thus saith the scriptures. Okay? All right? Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel, what I just said, okay, by the force of the sword, and they're continuing to do that to this day, through their policies, right? They're destroying all the other nations, but their main focus is the children of Israel, okay? So that transition of power cannot take place. If they destroy all of the children of Israel, or they get them to take that sea hip, okay? They get the children of Israel to take the chip, okay? We're going to get a majority of them to take it, and then the rest of them we're gonna delete. We're going to get rid of their asses, okay? Because then they can keep the birthright by default. But what you don't understand is the Most High has an elect group of people that He's not going to be allowed to be touched, man. There's a group of individuals. The 1/3 of Israel is not going to be touched, man. Okay? The Lord is not going to allow it to happen. All right? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Okay? And our punishment was come to an end, okay, when they said the Emancipation Proclamation, okay? That wasn't the slaves being free, okay? The Emancipation Proclamation wasn't the slaves being freed, it was them being taken from a private ownership, private slavery, to the slavery into a state, okay? Give them jobs and then tax them, all right? That was when is our captivity going to end according to the so-called white man? It's not. What did I say earlier? Salvation is being taken out of the hands of your enemies. So you won't be free until you're taken out of the hands of the so-called white man. Okay? The proclamation, whatever I can't even remember the damn word again. Okay? The Emancipation Proclamation. Okay? We're going to take the slaves from the private ownership and we're going to move them into a state ownership. Okay? We're going to tax you for all the money you make off of your slaves. Okay? You see? That's the perpetual hatred, the continual hatred. If you go back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter, you can read that the serpent seed and the woman's seed were going to have enmity with each other, man, forever. Okay? And that enmity is hatred. All right? You see? Yep, I'm going to continue reading that, and then I'm going to read 6. Probably stop there. He got mad because he's looking at the sign. He said, "You see who the children of Israel are." Uh-huh. Yep. All right, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, our power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So didn't they pursue their brother? Didn't Esau pursue his brother Jacob with the sword? Okay. They're still pursuing Esau. The nation of Edom is still pursuing their brother. Okay. Esau is pursuing Jacob with the sword to this day. He still has that perpetual hatred for his brother, man. Okay. Genesis, the 25th chapter. The two children were born. Okay. All right. And you go into Romans the 9th chapter. Romans the 9th chapter, it tell you that before the two children were born, before Jacob and Esau were born, okay, that the Most High made a choice. Okay. And who did He choose? He chose the children of Israel. He chose Jacob, the seed line of Jacob, which is today the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay. And Esau sold his birthright. And after he sold his birthright, he got pissed off and wanted it back. So now what Esau or the nation of Edom has to do, they have to destroy the children of Israel to get the birthright, to keep the birthright, man. And that's the rulership over this earth. Okay? So what does Esau Edom have to do? He has to exterminate, or he has to get the children of Israel to separate themselves from the Most High. And the only way that they'll be able to separate themselves from the Most High is taking his all, his digital all, which is the microchip. Okay? And if he gets all of Israel chipped, then that's it, man. We no longer will be recognized by the Most High. All right? So that's what's taking place right now. You see? All right, verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains, I will and I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys and in thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. So there's getting ready to be a lot of killing done here, man. A race war is coming. Okay. That's that simple as yep, that's it. Like I said, I don't know how they got his fat ass in there, bro. Yeah. You see? So that's what's getting ready to take place, man. A race war, okay? That they're provoking. All right? Every man has a right to defend himself, man. Every man. You see? And I'm gonna tell you right now, Jake is going to get to a point where he ain't putting up with the night. We ain't them these kids and these people, period, in Israel are not going to play fucking nice, man. Okay, Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. When Judah starts acting up, the other tribes are going to come. Okay, all 12 tribes are going to they're here, man, and they're all going to react the same once Judah starts acting up. Okay. And that's being provoked. All right. You cause joblessness. Okay. You create a system to what is that word? That big ass word? Disenfranchise. You disenfranchise a certain group of individuals. Okay. All right. By having policies, job policies, creating difficulties in certain neighborhoods and joblessness, which creates what? Crime. Doesn't it create crime? Okay. And what do? They lock our people up and give them felonies, and they can't vote. They can't own a firearm. Some of them can't get jobs. Okay. Well, if they went to jail and paid for their crime, why in the hell aren't they allowed to get a job? Why can't they get hired at certain jobs? Because that's part of the idea to keep them disenfranchised. You see, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing, man. They've been doing it. You see, it's good, man. How you doing, man? I'm all right. You on the sign?
The 12 tribes of Israel?
Yeah.
I'm on there.
All right.
I'm on the Simeon. I'm on the Ephraim.
What's your dad? And your dad's
My dad's Dominican. 100%.
Dominican. That's where you fall under then.
My mother's Puerto Rican.
Dad and the grandfather.
Yeah.
Dad's dad.
I'm Simeon.
Yeah, that's what you would be. Yeah, you fall under that. All right.
Excuse us.
Yeah, hey, you're good, brother. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. He got the Scooby-Doo Scott socks on. Yeah, so I come out here and I really try to tell the children of Israel that the Most High is showing them mercy by sending men out here. We come out here and we make our bodies a living sacrifice, to teach this truth. You know what I'm saying? Because at any time somebody could come up and take my life, for doing this. But that's part of the deal. You know what I'm saying? But when you go into Genesis, the 28th chapter, okay, and you read from 15 down to 68, we fall under all of those curses. We're under all of those curses because we didn't follow God's laws. So now, today, we have to tell our people to come back to those laws, statutes, and commandments, the dietary laws and things of that nature, um, and try to follow their nationality. Okay, and this what right now what we're doing is pushing the new covenant because people have to come and understand that we don't have a lot of time left. When we read in the book of Revelation that the devil shall come down with great wrath, knowing he has a short time, what you see happening overseas, the wars, all the military being sent over there, all the military starting to be on the streets. That's going to be, they're going to start probably trying to institute martial law in some of the major cities, okay, which is going to cause a race riot, race wars, and other kind of riots. So this is the Most High showing these people mercy because when all hell starts breaking loose, if they're not under that new covenant, they're not going to have. When all hell starts breaking loose, and they're not under that covenant. They're not going to. 2/3 of Israel are not going to make it. Yeah, see Zechariah 13, 8, and 9. Two parts of Israel are not going to make it into the kingdom. Yeah, 2/3 of Israel are not going to make it. Only 1/3. Okay, just like in Egypt, when we were taken out of Egypt, all of Israel left Egypt, but not all of Israel went into the Promised Land. You see what I'm saying? So just like right now, this is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, and when that exodus is not going to be like us walking out of here, there's going to be what they call, and you see, they talk about UFOs all the time. Okay, that's the chariots of the Most High. The scriptures all throughout the Bible that tell you about the chariots and how these things are going to take people off of this land when that thermonuclear exchange happens, because that's coming. You know, the invasion from China and Russia, that's coming. That's in the scriptures. So that's why we're out here trying to tell our people to get right with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Find out who you are. Call yourself by your nationality. You know what I mean? And try to live accordingly. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's nothing wrong with stop eating certain foods, and you know what I'm saying? Because we do all the same stuff. I still grill. I still go to cookouts. You know, I still go camping. You know what I mean? But I don't indulge in wicked things. You know what I'm saying? And I try to follow the dietary laws the best that I can. You know what I mean? So that's what we're out here trying to tell our people to get right because there's not a lot of time. You know?
That's good. That's good. Good thing you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
What's your name?
I'm Tyrone.
Tyrone Manny.
All right, brother. I'm here
Nice meeting you.
Saturdays,
What's your
between 8
channel?
and 10.
I was about to ask you that.
Yahweh My Power.
What is it?
It's Yahweh My Power.
How do you spell it?
YAH. Here, let me.
YouTube. You got Instagram?
No, I don't do Instagram. Here, I'll pull it up for you real quick. Yeah, I don't get on too many of those.
I bet he never bought anything from TikTok Shop.
Nah.
I'm guilty there. You ever bought anything from Temu?
Hell no.
I have, but a lot of it got burnt up in that fire.
All right, here you go, brother.
Yeah. 188. 888.
Yahweh?
Yep. Oh, wow. Said that perfect.
That was easy when I saw it.
Yeah.
Because it only has A's and H's and W's. I know why.
That's the Hebrew. Yeah, that's right there, not the ancient.
That's you. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. This is the ancient Hebrew right here. That's the language of the Israelites. Because Yahweh Shai, when he knocked Saul off the horse, he spoke them in the Hebrew tongue. You know what I mean? So that's our native language. So.
Yeah, I like the movement, bro.
There's some other brothers that leave comments on there. Yahweh the Maccabees, 11th Hour. Okay, those are other brothers that you can watch. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you more insight on the new covenant. Right now, that's what's most important. You know, our history and prophecy. Okay, the laws and then the new covenant. Those things are important, but right now we're trying to push the new covenant so people can come in, you know, and get that salvation. All All right.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Be
Be
safe out here. See? That's why we're supposed to be out here on the highways and hedges, man. All right? I like you. Amos 5 and 13. Got a lot of finger pointing boy over boy. These people are waving and eyes playing tricks on me, y'all. Amos 5 and 13. We'll read down to 15. All right. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is evil. It is an evil time. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so Yahweh, the God of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. You see what I just got done telling that brother? Okay? Seek good and not evil. All right? It's funny that I just got done talking to the man right here about coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right? So, in reading this, let me read it again. All right? Therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so Yahweh, the God of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. You see? So we're supposed to teach good tidings, man. We're supposed to speak well of other brothers. We're supposed to speak well of the Holy Scriptures. We're supposed to invite people in to that salvation, man. Okay? The salvation of Israel is going to be important. All right? Of the elect of Israel. You know, speaking Spanish, bro? Yahweh, man, Yahweh. He said, I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. But there's brothers in the truth that do speak Spanish. Yeah. If the Most High wants you, He will find you. All right? Thus saith Yahweh by Shemel Shai. He will find you if He's looking for you. If you're one of the elect, He's going to get His hands on you at some point. All right? All right, 15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. Okay? We're going to hate the evil and love the good, man. And establish judgment, okay, here at the gate. All right? The chief place of concourse. Okay? That's where we're supposed to come to, all right, to tell our people what they're doing is wrong. All right? And if they don't get their head out of their ass, okay, then the Most High is going to leave them here, man, to burn. Because there's a thermonuclear exchange coming. All right? And America is going to be the main target, man, of the violence. Okay? All right? Because we know that arsenal is the Most High's, man. He created the Smith, okay, that created those weapons. All right? That's it. That's his arsenal. And when he's ready to use it, he's going to use it. And America is his main focus, man, because of all the wickedness, all of the evil that is done here. Okay? All right? Establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh, our power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Okay? He's going to be gracious. He's going to, that's that salvation, man. Okay? That salvation that's coming to the children of Israel. Okay? I got to get my other book back up here. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike. They are hateful unto the Most High Yahweh, our power. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of our power they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. Okay? So all of the idols and all of the philosophies, and I read that earlier about how he transgressed it by wine, by his wine. Okay? All of the false religions that were created by the nation of Edom and the other nations to confuse Israel. Okay, our people have to come out of those things. So what did this first scripture say? Those things, along with him that made it, have to be destroyed. Okay, all of the idols and all of the ideals of these nations have to be destroyed. They're going to come under the children of Israel. Okay, they're going. We will be. It'll be the Heavenly Father, the Son. Okay, the 12, the 144,000, and the 1/3 of Israel. They're going to have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Okay, and we know damn well it was hard as hell for us, the children of Israel, who were supposed to be perfect. Okay, in the law, fell. Okay, so when we say we're gonna beat when we, when you fuck up, we're gonna beat the hell out of you, man. Okay, we're gonna make you an example. Okay, with that iron rod. That's why it says we were gonna rule with an iron rod, because if you're gonna be following the law, statutes, and commandments, and they're gonna be perfected, because the nations are gonna see the punishments that are gonna go out. We're not gonna be like the so-called white man. Okay, we're not gonna have laws put in place that are gonna only benefit one group of individuals. Okay, you see, because the laws in this land are not set up to benefit everyone. All right, you can have four different people go into a courtroom with the same damn crime. Okay, they all don't have any criminal history. Okay, but let that one person that's an Edomite go in there with the same one. He's gonna get a different sentence than all the other people that are in there, man. Okay, and that's a proven fact. You see? All right. So all the ideas, all the laws, all the philosophies, the wine, all of those things have to be destroyed. Okay. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 4. We'll read down to 5. Like it, y'all. I'm looking at something. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just read 4 and 5. You know what? I'm gonna read from one down to 5. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1. For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore, chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended. that leaving their wickedness, they may believe in thee, O Yahweh, our power. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hatest, for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices. Okay? All right, this is our people doing these things. They were following the ideas of the other nations, man. Okay? They were following all of the traditions, you see, of the other nations, and we're doing wicked ass things, man. I'm following all the other nations, okay? Sacrificing our own children, all right? And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of men's flesh, okay? Esau cannibalizing people, okay? And the feast of blood with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew and parents that killed with their own hands, souls destitute for help. All right, I'm going to stop right there. All right. Sirach 27 and 22. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him. Like I said earlier, you do not want to keep on dealing with the nation of Edom. Okay? You got to come into this truth. You got to come into the new covenant. All right? You got to come into the understanding that you're Israelite. And that's why I was telling that young man. Okay? He hanging out with the Edomite. That's my perception because I don't know. Because she said the Most High's name. She said Yahweh perfectly. Okay, so that right there could change that thought or that equation. All right, got to understand that we have people that look like the nation of Edom that are Israelites, and we have people that look like Israelites that are of the nation of Edom. Okay, all right. So he that winketh, so he that winketh with the eye worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him. All right. So we understand he has been exposed. All right, and being as though he's been exposed, that the son of perdition, okay, that wicked man. All right. What do we have to do? We have to make sure that we don't continue to fall asleep, man, on what his plans are. Okay. A lot of our people are going to stay asleep. Man, go ahead with that turned up ass lip. Fucking simple ass motherfucker. You see? That's why he's one. He don't want the kingdom of heaven. You know? He want to stay here with that man that wink at the eye. He always want to be doing somebody, if he want to make it look like he's doing you a favor when he's really trying to kill your ass. Okay? We got a lot of those, man. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, brother? How's it going? You see? Right. When thou art present, he will speak sweetly. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? All right. Verse 23. When thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy words, but at the last he will writhe his mouth and slander thy sayings. Okay? You see how they speak? They say hi, hey, hi, you know? But then when they get around that kitchen table with all their buddies, all their girlfriends out to tea, talk about why is that guy down there calling us devils. Those are the guys that call us devils. But then they'll come back by here and speak again. You see? You know? And that's how they roll, man. They'll wink the eye at you. They'll speak. Come over. Hey, buddy. Love you, man. You know? The whole time they're looking to try to kill your ass. All right? But at the last he will writhe his mouth and slander thy sayings. I have hated many things, but nothing like him. Okay? And the scriptures do say that the Lord hates Esau. He said it in Romans, the 9th chapter, and he said it in the book of Malachi. He said it in Romans, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. It says it in the book of Malachi. Okay? And Jacob talking about, I thought, man, well, you said you loved us, man. How you love us when we're going through all of this shit? You know? And he said, I hated Esau. I loved Jacob and I hated Esau. Okay? But see, our people don't see that, man. Our people, they believe in this system that is failing. I said that sinking ship. They believe in they could run back into a burning building, right? Okay? What if, Martin Luther King said it. He said, I think I just integrated my people into a burning house. Okay? So he started understanding that Esau was going to do some wicked ass shit, at the last. You see? All right? Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And who's digging a pit right now? Who is building a trap, okay, for the children of Israel to fall into? Who's going to collapse the economy? Who's going to cause a race riot in this country? Okay? That pit that is being dug, okay, is them provoking a race riot. You see? And if they're digging a pit, it says that they're going to fall into it themselves. Let's read it again. Okay, verse 26. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. Okay? And what did I just get done talking about? He's digging a pit. Hey, you see? I guess you don't recognize me. All right? And that's what's taking place, man. There's no getting around it. If you're trying to provoke a race riot, a race war in this country, okay, so that you have a reason to bust the heads of the children of Israel, okay, then go for it, because it's a trap set for yourself. Or you're setting a trap for yourself, Esau. All right? You see? He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him,